Shalom, Mark is Rakam Bakapash from GMS London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Chak Hadash. I want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful that's pushing his truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video, and I just wanted to get into the topic of when going to get into these Christians and their crazy doctrines, man, because these Christians and these people in the world in general, right? When they hear us and listen to us, and we talk about how we're gonna put you into slavery for crimes done against us, against the Most High's children, and how you're gonna serve slavery for 1,000 years and whatnot, and we're gonna be cruel to you for the first 1,000 years as part of the judgment, as part of the punishment the Most High has assigned to you, right? You hear all these things and you think, oh, how evil are we, and we're just atrocious, we're hateful, we're this and we're that, and we're the worst things on the earth, But I was thinking about it yesterday, right? That to you that sounds bad, right? But your but your doctrine of hell is even fucking worse, far worse, yeah. Right? I know what I'd rather pick, right? If given the choice, right? And it wouldn't be burning in hell for eternity, man, because that's what you man believe in, man. You believe in that mythological region of hell under the earth somewhere with Hades and the devil with pitchforks, set you aflame for all eternity, man. You know how long eternity is? Forever. And we're talking about 1,000 years of slavery, punishment, which is a just punishment. Okay, it's revenge, it's justice. The Most High bringing vengeance against you, right? So it's not nothing undeserving, right? So you might want to make it out to be this most evil thing, man. But you Christians are even more evil. You Christians are pure evil. Because that doctrine is actually crazy, man. That you would actually condemn man to burn in hell for eternity, and you don't have no problems with that. But as soon as we talk about putting chains on people and whipping people, oh, it's the most heinous thing ever. I think you got it all backwards, man. Personally, like I said, burning in fire, on the barbecue for forever. But I don't know, man. I don't know what I can't really put that into words how that would feel. You know what I'm saying? I can't put that into words how that would feel, man. But I know it ain't nice, right? It ain't gonna be nice, right? And even though slavery ain't gonna be nice for you heathens, right? For 1,000 years, it ain't gonna be nice. We know that for a fact, because it ain't meant to be nice. Okay, you heathen are not gonna get away scot-free of all the wickedness that you've done to the children of Israel and all the wickedness you've done on the earth. You're not gonna get away with that. So I don't know what you want, man. That's a mercy. The fact that you get 1,000 years of slavery and you get to come out of slavery and live good honest lives, right, is a mercy. Okay, because if the Most High wanted, he could have you burning in hell for the rest of your life, man. For real, he could if he wanted to. But that's just not something that he designed, man. He didn't put that here for us. The only people that are gonna be done away with and even then, right? Esau's gonna be done away with at the end of those 1,000 years, but he ain't gonna be burning in some inferno for the rest of time. Like, come on, man. That's too much, man. Like, how does it balance out? How does it weigh up? A finite amount of wickedness, as bad as it may be, for an infinite amount of punishment. Like, it doesn't weigh up, man. And most sides about balance. Okay, we don't get into that, but it's fucking hot today, man. I'll tell you that right now. I'm in the car. It don't feel nice in here, man. I feel like I'm in hell right now, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Right? but yeah, let me start off, man. Let's get this here. Luke chapter 6 verse 23, right? Because like I said, we're so evil, man. But you Christians, man, you're fucking, I don't know, man. Beyond that, you're beyond evil, man. You're fucking, yeah, wicked. Right? Anyway, Luke 6 verse 22 says, blessed are you when men shall hate you, when they shall separate you from their company. Right? So men hate us, man, because of this doctrine that we hold. Right, because we tell you that the nations are going into slavery because they need to be punished, right, for the crimes they done against the children of Israel, the Lord's people, right. That is the vengeance, that is the revenge the Most High is bringing, That is the judgment he's bringing against you that have done this, right? And a lot of you believe that you're not responsible for that today because we're in a different era now. It was such a long time ago now that most people are not even here, right? You may think that, but you think that time absolves wickedness. You think just because a certain amount of time goes by that it absolves wickedness, and because the punishment wasn't dealt out at the time, you think there's no punishment to be dealt now. That's not how the Most High works, right? You can read through the scriptures, you can see that's not how the Most High works, right? He punishes generations, man, okay, and nations, okay. Anyway, so blessed are you when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake, for Yahweh's sake, because of his doctrine, right? So we cast out as evil. Okay, we are hated and cast out as evil in this world, man, because we tell you people that we want, we're gonna put you nations into slavery, man, for what you did. Like, that's not reasonable. Because in this world, because Esau is got, he went crazy with the slavery against us, right? And what he did to us, man, and it's awful. You read about the things that he did, it's fucking awful, man. But somehow Esau, he wants a pass for that. He don't want to pay for that. You don't want to pay for that, and and people just want to let it slide now. Well, why can't you let it slide? Why can't you let it slide? After we put you into slavery, just let it slide, didn't it? It can't be that bad, surely. But no, you people are mostly in agreement that it was awful now, right? And that it should never be replicated ever again on the earth. Okay, it's so evil, it's so heinous. Yeah, it was evil and it was heinous. Okay, but that doesn't absolve you, man, just because you admit that, right? The Most High got plans for you, man. The Most High is not slack. Let's see that. Nor would he be mocked. Not slack. Wasn't the same sort of context I was thinking about just then, but part of the promise, man, is part of the judgments against the heathen, right? Let's see. Right, let me quickly read this anyway. It says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, right? As some men count slackness, right? The salvation, concerning Israel, right? They don't think it's going to come. Or there is going to be no recompense for what these nations have done. So some men count slackness, but it's long suffering to uswards. So the Lord is long suffering. So he's allowed all this wickedness to go on, not because he's let them slide, not because he's not going to punish them, right? The same thing he did with the Canaanites. He let their affliction or their wickedness mount, right, to the point where he had us destroy them when we went into the land, right? That was the Lord's judgment. Okay, but it didn't happen straight away. And that was the curse of Canaan. That was told to Ham all that time ago with Noah, right? So the Lord, he doesn't necessarily do things in that immediate time, but the punishment will come, right? It says, his long suffering to us was not willing that any should perish, that we should all come to repentance. Okay, that's concerning the elect. Okay, but what was really on the point was, I said it. What was it? What did I say? Not mocked. Right? Galatians 6 verse 7 says, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Right? So you know what you did, right? We've explained it so many times what you and the other nations have done. Right? And for you to not think that the Most High is going to make good on this precept, on his word, right? You're mistaken. Right? You are going to punish for everything you've done, no matter how long ago it was. Right? So that's for sure. Okay? But like I said, you want to let it slide, man. You're trying to, absolve yourself, right? And you're acting like, because all you Edomites especially, man, you're in the spirit of Cain. You are Cain in the reincarnation. You're Esau Cain. Esau Edom, Esau Cain, right? That's what you are in this world right now. You're the embodiment of Cain. You're the fugitive running away from judgment. Trying not to receive judgment, man. Right? Genesis 4:11 says this, and now art thou cursed from the earth, is speaking about Cain, which have opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. And guess what? You've slain your brother again. Okay, Jacob is Esau's brother. Okay, there's many parallels between Cain and Esau. right? Because you have the same spirit. You are that spirit. You are that serpent spirit from the garden. Okay, the enmity between seeds. All right. So you're doing the same thing now, right? Thou art cursed from the earth, which have opened her mouth to receive thy blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth, and that's why you're pumping the earth full of chemicals. That's what, you know, to produce things. That's why you're just raiding the earth, raping the earth, man, with all your bullshit. Because you can't do it by normal means, because the Most High is against you, man. Everything you gotta do, you gotta work hard and fucking do wickedness to get anything out of it, right? It says, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt that be in the earth, right? You're a fugitive. Fugitive is someone that's on the run. And you're running from your judgment. You're running from what you've done to the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You are running, man. And that's why you're trying to find all these excuses not to pay for it. Oh, you know, that was a long time ago, and that's my foreparents, and all this blah 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 blah. We've changed since then. We give people equal rights now, and all this bollocks, right? Because none of it's valid, right? The Most High is not going to skip your judgment just because it was X amount of years ago, or you say you have a change of heart that you like black people now. Who gives a fuck? The Most High ain't hearing none of that, right? The Most High told you you're gonna reap what you sow. And this is what we keep telling you. We keep throwing it in your face. You don't like it, and we're evil because of that. You know, am I become thy enemy because I tell you the truth? Right? That's it. You hate the truth. You hate the fact that this is what's on the tables for you, man. All right? We will get our revenge. We will get, you know, what is owed to us, what's promised to us. All right? It says, and Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Right? Because at the end of all of this, man, okay, Esau's seed or Cain's seed, either of them, right, however you want to look at this, right, is no longer going to exist on the earth anymore to enjoy this place, man, when it's come to its fullness. Because it's only going to come to its fullness when Yahweh Shai returns and the kingdom of Israel is established, the kingdom of heaven on earth, right? That's when the fullness of the earth is going to be, you know, established. And Esau is not going to enjoy any of that. Any of it. All right, which is way, way better than anything he's enjoying right now. All right. So behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from the face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond. The same with Esau. Esau is hid from the Most High. He can't. Esau tried to sort repentance with tears, man, and the Most High did not hear that, man. He didn't feel sorry for Esau, right? Cain and Esau are one and the same. They have the same spirit, and he is rejected. Esau's rejected, just like Cain was rejected. All right. So behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from the face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Everyone wants to fuck you up, man, because you're wicked, you're evil, you've been evil and wicked to all these nations, man. And everybody really wants to see you fall, right? But none so more than the Israelites, man, because what you've done to us is really heinous, you know. All right, so yeah, we're evil for telling you all of this, man. But like I said, your version of judgment or the repercussions of not believing, right, is far worse than what we're you know, presenting to you, man. Like I said, you're only in slave for 1,000 years for the crimes you have done, by the way. Okay, you're only in slave for 1,000 years, and then you're gonna get released, and you're gonna be like vassal states. Okay, living goodly lives, right? I don't see what's wrong with that. I'd much prefer that than burning in hell for forever, man. I'd much prefer that, man. You know, at least you're gonna drink some wine, you're gonna get some box. You know, you're gonna have families and kids that you're gonna enjoy. Food you're gonna enjoy. You know, you're gonna own your own lands. Everything you drink and eat is gonna be clean. Like, and you're gonna enjoy the earth, man. The earth is gonna be nothing like it's ever been before, right? And you're gonna get to enjoy it. You're gonna be here and get to enjoy and have and live nice lives, right? Peaceful lives. I'd much rather that than burning in hell forever, man. Torments. You can't get no box. You can't eat, can't drink. You know, you're in pain continuously, excruciating amounts of pain continuously, without end. I don't even during slavery, you're gonna get rest on the Sabbath. I mean, you might feel a bit sore, right? You might be a bit fucked up, but you're gonna get rest on the Sabbath. You're not gonna have no rest in hell. Hell doesn't have Sabbaths, right? You don't have no days of rest, right? You're burning literally all the time, every second, every millisecond, right? In a continuous span of time. There's no day or night. It's just a continuous span of time. Like you're just burning in pain forever. Like, come on, man. How is that worse? How is that better than going into slavery for 1,000 years? Slavery is not the worst thing in the world. Okay, when it's compared to something like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know hell don't exist, realistically. Right? For all the warnings that the Most High gave the children of Israel concerning if we was breaking the laws and all that kind of business, how the Most High was going to give us into the hands of our enemies and we become, slaves essentially in these other kingdoms. Not once did the Most High mention about burning in hell for eternity. That's madness. I would have thought that would have been the top on the list of things to warn you about. Right? But no, he spoke about us going into slavery, going into captivity. Because that is like the worst thing on earth that could happen to you. It is. But you Christians, man, you believe in that hell shit, bro. That is far, like it's not even close. Like it's not even comparable to what you suggested, man. That is crazy. You Christians are the real evil ones, man, for real. Okay? It's mad. Right? Revelations 13:10 said, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right? This is what you did. Right? So here's the punishment for the crime. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right? This is what is prophesied, right? And he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, right? Your death is not the end. For those of you that die, your death is not the end. You're going to come back in reincarnation and you're going to serve. You're going to serve in slavery, right? So it's not even like you're just ending your life. We're temporarily ending your life because you're going to be back, pretty soon. This is Isaiah 14:2. Right, and the people shall, we start from the top, right? So the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, because that's who the salvation's for, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. We're going back to our own land to occupy and rule our own land, right? Because the Most High gave different nations, different lands, different portions of the earth to live in, right? Israel is the children of Israel's land, right? Moab got their land, Ammon got their land, Elam got their land, Ishmael got their land, right? They've all been given an inheritance on the earth. So after that 1,000 years, that's where you're going to go back to. You got your own land to work on, to live on, right? You ain't going to be living with us. You got your own place to live at, right? You're going to go back there, right? You're going to go back there and, things are going to be more blessed for you, man. Because you're going to be out of that stricken condition of being in slavery. So you're going to go back there, you're going to work your land, you're going to have your families and all that kind of stuff. You're going to be good. Right, but if you go with the Christian now, you're gonna be burning in hell. Madness, right? Anyway, so they set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and it's the Israelite Gentiles, Israelite foreigners, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. Jacob's gonna be one whole house, the 2 kingdoms or the whole 12 tribes all put back together again, right? And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, right? So this is prophecy that when we go back to the land, we're going to possess the nations for servants and handmaids. Servants, handmaids, slaves. It's the same thing. Call it what you want. Right? But that's what you will be. Right? And they shall take them captives. Right? You're captive. You are possession now. Like I said, we shall possess your possession. You're captive now. You belong to us. Right? And they shall take them captives whose captives they were. Because we're currently in your hands, okay? We're currently in the hands of these other nations, beginning with Esau, serving his nation, serving his kingdom, serving his people, right? Whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. We're going to rule because we're given a kingly authority over the earth. As the sons of God, that is our position in life. The Most High has assigned us that living. That is the promise that He gave our forefathers, man. Right? So we're eventually going to... what's the word going out of my head? Fulfill those things. Right? We're going to become rulers with Yahweh Shai at the top. Alright? And they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. Okay, which hasn't happened yet, right? But we're about to be given our rest from our sorrow. and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, right? And no doubt that did happen to our people, and it is the most notorious event that's taken place on this planet, right? Concerning our people, right? It's the most notorious event that's ever happened on the planet Earth, right? And everybody knows about it. Everyone knows how wicked it was, man. But somehow you so-called white people feel like you get to get away with that shit. No, you don't, right? The Most High has got a punishment waiting for you, man, and this is it. Well, and for Esau especially, he got a greater judgment against him, right? That goes beyond the punishment of the heathens, the rest of the heathens. But like I said, Esau going to be destroyed at the end of all of this. You're even going to get to live. That's the mercy, right? But like I said, even Esau's destruction at the end is a mercy. It's a greater mercy than burning in hell forever, man. I'm sorry, it is. Whatever happens with the spirits of Esau after he's been done away with, man, that's up to the Most High to deal with that. But for me, it's not even close, man. Got 1,000 years of slavery, which is a finite amount of time. Okay, you're not even gonna be personally feeling that for 1,000 years, because you're gonna have to die and come back every third, fourth generation, right? So it's probably like at least 30-something years in between being here and dying and going, and coming back. So it's not even like it's a continuous 1,000 years. You might even not survive even your given lifespan. All right. So it's not even close. It's not even close to being as bad as burning in eternity for hell, man. Like you Christians think we're evil, man, but you are fucking. I need another word. I need another word, man. I don't know what the word is. It must be a word, but I can't think of it right now. But you Christians are fucking worse than even we are that you claim we to be. All right. Vocab and that's fucking hell. Right. Anyway. That's it on that one, right? Fuck, it's hot in here. Shit. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. It's a righteous thing. This is a righteous thing that's going to go on. That's going to happen to you, nation. It's a righteous thing. And this is what you don't understand. You're acting like this is evil, but this is righteous, man. You don't think you should pay? Oh no, but that was somebody else. That ain't got nothing to do with me, man. I like black people. I like their music. Alright? You don't know the Most High, man. You always ignore all the scriptures concerning the Most High and how the Most High deals with the other nations. How he deals with his people, crying out loud. It ain't just one person that pays. Right? It's generations pay, man. And you might say that, oh yeah, but the Lord said he wouldn't punish the son for the father, the wickedness of the father and so on, right? But you don't understand, right? Israel been doing wickedness for a long time, right? And we come back in the third and fourth generation. We're all serving our own wickedness. That's why we're in this perpetual cycle of the curses, man, of captivity, because we're all born under this curse now. It's almost like an unbreakable cycle, right? Yahushua had to come and break that cycle, man. Had to bring grace and mercy to us, man. Right? Because we was in a perpetual cycle of fucking curses, man, of wickedness. And so, yeah, you're coming back, and you're coming back into slavery. You're coming back into captivity, man. Because you weren't right previously. In your previous life, you weren't right. Did wickedness. So you're paying. We're all paying. And so, these people out here that claim ain't got nothing to do with it, man, you're paying too, man. You've got wickedness that you need to pay for too, man. You're not innocent. Ain't no one innocent on this planet. Right? So no one should have any excuses, man. You don't know what wickedness or all the things you've done back in your previous lives. You ain't got no cloak, no defense against what the Most High is about to do to all these people, man. Because you're all wicked. All right? But Lord has mercy upon his people, man. And that's what we're vying for, It says there, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, right? That's what's going to happen. Yahushua is going to return back with the army of heaven, with the angels and the chariots, right? And he's going to come and punish people, right? It says, in flaming fire, taking vengeance. See, this isn't just a judgment. People leave out the revenge or the vengeance part, man, because the Yahushua and Yahweh are upset about something, right? Beyond just the fact that the world is wicked. He's taking revenge or vengeance on a particular people for a particular reason. right? And for you to ignore that is missing the kind of the contents of the judgment, right? He's bringing vengeance or revenge for his people because his children have been in slavery, in captivity under the hands of you heathens, okay, who are wicked to us, So the Lord's taking vengeance against you, man. So how do you expect to get away or be saved when you're the very reason why the Lord's coming to, you're the reason why we need saving, right? To be taken out of your hands. That's ridiculous, right? In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction, right? And that is talking about the destruction of America primarily, right? Because America is going to be on fire for a specific amount of time, right? As the great judgment is going to come upon the earth for everyone and all to see, right? It's going to get blaze of fire, become a lake of fire, right? It should be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. All right? Because this whole notion of hell doesn't really exist. It only exists in the minds of these Christians because that's what they've been taught, right? Because they believe in mythology, right? They believe in mythology. They believe in Hades, right? Tartarus or whatever, Dante's Inferno, Because that's what they've been taught. Oh gosh, time is not on my side. All right. Okay, I think about 9 minutes. Okay. Psalms 149 and 8. Let me read up a little bit. I'll just read from verse 2. So let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with timbrel and harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation, the meek of Israel, the saints, the elect, right? Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the higher praises of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance, revenge. Most High believes in revenge. It's not a wicked thing. It's a justice thing. It's a just thing, right? And everybody knows that. But when it comes to them paying, them being the subject of the vengeance, man, no one wants it. No one likes that. And of course, we understand, but every good movie, you always want the good guy to get the revenge, right? We are the good guy in the story, man. Whether we want to believe that or not, we are the good guy that's going to get our revenge, right? But the person that's being revenged on, ain't nobody want to be that person. Nobody. And that's why Esau, you're a fugitive and a vagabond, man. You're running from judgment, and because you deserve it, man. Your people should, you people are a scum on the earth, man. A cancer on the earth, man. That should really be eradicated, man. And the Most High is gonna deal you that card in due time, because you've done nothing but wickedness on the earth to everybody and everything, right? But you wanna act like all should be forgiven. Most High don't forgive. He does forgive, but he ain't gonna forgive you. Right? The Lord does have mercy, but as the Lord said, I will have mercy upon whom I'll have mercy, right? The Lord don't have to have mercy on everybody. And that's because that's not what he does. He doesn't have mercy on everybody. As quite evidently with Esau. Right? Anyway, it says to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, right? There's punishment to be dealt. Right? So you're gonna go into slavery, whether you like it or not. That is part of the punishment. The punishment is you're gonna go into slavery. You can't say, well, I don't want to go into slavery. Well, too bad. You don't have a choice in the matter. We don't have a choice in the matter. Most High already signed that. That's what's going to happen to you. Right? He didn't say you're going to burn in hell forever, but he said you're going to go into slavery. Right? So to bind their kings with chains. So the chains are coming out again. Right? You're going to get them chains made. Or you're going to get them made. Right? To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Right? Starting with you elites, man. Because you are the prime problem. Okay? You're the ones who rule the shit, right? To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment. The judgment. The righteous judgment and the balanced judgment. Because you've gotten away with all this shit. So, your crimes have ever been stacked upon each other. So your judgment's great. What do you want to say? What do you want to do about that? But at least you ain't burning in hell. To execute upon them the judgment written, this honor have all these saints. Okay, likened on what we read in Revelations 13 and 10. Okay, this is what the saints patiently wait for. This is the glory. This is the honor. Because we're gonna get the revenge. We're gonna have the vengeance, man. The Lord's gonna give it to us when it's time. Praise ye the Lord. That's right. So, where was we now? So, is Isaiah 60 verse 10, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have had mercy on thee. Okay, I had mercy on Israel. But the sons of strangers, the heathen, are going to build for us, man. Okay, because you're going to be in service to us. You're going to build our walls. Right? Therefore thy gate shall be open continually, and they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. Right? Again, your king's going to be in the fetters of iron and stuff, man. But it's going to come a point in time. It's like there's going to be a point in time where you ain't going to be in chains, man. You're going to be, quote unquote, free men, but you're going to be under the rulership of Israel, because Israel are ruling the whole earth, right? So, you know, if we summon you, you're going to come. If we require something of you, you're going to give. Okay, you're gonna pay your tributes and your tithes and stuff like that to us, man. Okay, you're gonna praise the Heavenly Father. You ain't gonna be worshiping your gods, your idols no more, because they ain't gonna exist no more, right? No stone statues, no nothing. They ain't gonna be around, and they ain't gonna be remembered, right? After 1,000 years, you can bet your bottom dollar that you ain't gonna remember these idols no more, right? Because that's just it's gonna fade away, right? So what was I saying, man? Yeah, so you're gonna be in service, right? But you're gonna be quote unquote free men, and yeah, right. It says, therefore thy gate shall be open continually, and they should not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee, right? You don't want to serve us. You got a problem with it, just like you people got a problem now. You're thinking about it. Oh, what, these Negroes and that, they're going to be ruling over us? And whatever, man, fuck that. You that one guy said that he'd rather be burned in hell than serve Apostle Gabar or something like that. I'm like, do you know what you're saying? Like, have you even comprehended it? But because you don't believe it, that's why you said it in your arrogance, right? Because you think there's 0% chance that Apostle Gabar could be a ruler over you. You give that a 0% chance, man. But there's not. It's 100% chance, man. You just don't know it, man. If you say something stupid like that, Holocaust might actually put you on a barbecue, man, for the whole time your rest of your existence. For the 1,000 years at least, right? But yeah, you don't believe it's gonna happen, all right? But sorry to tell you. Well, I'm not sorry, but yeah, for nation and kingdom that would not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted, right? So it don't matter in that nation. There's a couple people in there, or even the majority of people in there that don't want no beef with the Israelites and their God. If you're showing any type of rebellion, you don't want your king, because you have rulers, right? Your king decides he don't want to serve the Israelites anymore for some stupid reason, right? You're all gonna get messed up, It's not just the king, just like Pharaoh in Egypt. It wasn't just Pharaoh that got caught up in all the plagues. All the commoners got caught up. All the children got caught up. All the animals got caught up. That's how the Most High deals with things, man. You don't understand. Like, you think the Most High should have picked individuals that he... Because the thing is, he don't care about the other nations. So he don't need to pick individuals out and say, well, it's not like Lot. He got picked out. Well, Solomon got destroyed, but he got Lot out of there, right? He ain't just like... Most High don't care about the other nations. So when he brings judgment, he don't care if he fucks up your whole fucking... Everybody, you don't care. He's making an example out of you, man, for being stupid. Right? So that's how it works. Right? So if you don't want to serve, well, guess what? Expect judgment. On you, your household, your nation, everything, man. But of course, that's not going to happen. Or maybe it will. Maybe spicing up our day a little bit in the kingdom. One of you punks get rebellious. You have to come and do something to you. Maybe. Who knows? We said we got an eternity of the kingdom, an everlasting kingdom. Like, who knows what's gonna happen in that time? you know, in that in that wide span of infinite time. You know, who knows, right? Do you know what? I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to this because I actually gotta go now. I gotta go to work and shit. Unfortunately, you know. But Law winning so far is a bit edifying, and Law winning. Hopefully, you know, if I get back tonight, Law winning, I can do the rest of it, man. So, Law winning, man. Like I said, I hope it's been edifying so far, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So, next time I say shalom.